an idea I had several years ago. In fact, that I found out that there were no Tamale-Fest in the United States. So we are excited to be one of the first to have a Tamale-Fest here in the Rio Grande Valley. And of course, this brings in all the traditions. You've got all the generations that come here. You've got the grandparents, you've got the parents, and you've got the kids. What better festival does that than a Tamale-Fest that crosses through all generations? Every dollar that comes here to the Boys and Girls Club through the Tamale-Fest helps us because we can provide for the services to help these kids. This provides for food for them during the summers when it's really hard. That's one of the hardest times for children. A lot of people don't realize is that most of these kids, if it wasn't for us here to help them in the summer, they wouldn't be getting the food at home because mom and dad don't have food at home. One of the things that really drives me is I've always wanted to give back to my community. And one thing that I see here is a lot of our Valley children need help. If we weren't here to help these children, they'd be out on the streets. So this really helps us to help them, to help their families, and what better way than to help them with the Boys and Girls Club, which has been around for years. If a sponsor's looking at this and they're saying, okay, I'm gonna spend my money here, what do I really get? That's the bottom line. What do you get? You get a crowd of people walking by your booth, tasting your food, seeing what you're all about. Where else are you gonna get that in a span of 8 hours? Nowhere else but the Tamale-Fest.
You know what, when you're working with children, the Boys and Girls Club is one of those first outlets that you go to. My kids have always been a part of the Boys and Girls Club, whether it be through the cheerleading, whether it be through the athletic department. They've always been a part of it in some shape or fashion. So it's an opportunity that the kids get out and they get to exercise, they get to socialize, and most importantly, they get to be a part of some organized events that are going to help them in their foundation as they get to grow up and be adults.
Yes, HEB actually is part of the Tamale-Fest every year. So it just, like I said, it revolves around our core beliefs as a company that we reach out to the community. So it'll be next year, the year after that, many years from now. Hopefully we'll still be here reaching out to the community and enjoying these great events.
It helps bring up the youth, you know, it's a safe environment for them. It helps them get out of trouble, anything. You know, it's after school programs if they have to go somewhere. So just for LNF to participate in something like that, help out the Boys and Girls Club, I mean, it's awesome. It gives the Boys and Girls Club bigger opportunities to grow, to help the community. So, I mean, I think it's awesome that LNF Distributors participates with the Boys and Girls Club to put on these kind of events and help the youth do shows, do programs, you know, have them be aware of what goes on in their community and stuff.
You know what, it's always an opportunity to give back. It's an opportunity to meet other people. It's an opportunity to network. It's an important opportunity for our kids to see it. It's good for them to see that there's life outside of their bubble. There's an opportunity that's being presented to them, and they've got to take advantage of it.
And it's growing every year. It's amazing. I've been before when it was a little bitty thing, and now, I mean, I look around and I was shocked. I had to walk 5 blocks to get here. It was fabulous.
I believe that this is a great opportunity for us, as I mentioned before, and I believe that we will be here next year.
Yes, most definitely. We'll come out and we'll represent and, of course, be a part of Tamale-Fest again.